Coming up next, I'm gonna tell you my favorite all-time, sexiest, most complimented, best all-around fragrance for making an impression that counts and that will make people remember you. Find out what it is coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to JoelTheNose here at Osme Perfumery. And today's video is something that it was inspired by a couple things that happened in the last day or two. I've been attending this tech conference here in Miami for 2 days, 2 solid days. So think about this. When you go to a conference and you know you're gonna be there all day, I left at 9 in the morning, I didn't get home till 9 at night, sometimes even later because there's after parties. You gotta pick a fragrance, unless you bring something with you, but I wasn't gonna be near my car and I didn't wanna carry anything. You gotta pick one fragrance that is gonna absolutely make you be remembered. Because I'm there at this conference meeting hundreds of people a day. Some people I knew before, other people I didn't, from all around the world, and I've gotta make an impression. You've heard me talk about this before, of the 5 senses. The sense of smell is the one most closely tied to memory. So when I go to something like this, rather than just hand out business cards, which I got plenty of, and I don't remember who any of these people were, or maybe you exchange LinkedIn, a lot of people do that, maybe even Instagram. Great, but then you go back, you're like, who is that, who is that? I want to be remembered, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna walk over here, right over here. All right, I have it in my hands. This fragrance, I've talked about it many times in the past. It was my 3rd ever owned niche fragrance. First was 8 and Bob, the original, then Zizon, and then this one. Dun dun dun, Uden. I've talked about this so many times in the past, but the last couple days reaffirmed how great a fragrance this is. If you don't own it, run out and buy it. I've recommended it to friends of mine, guys that were just getting into niche, had never had a niche fragrance. They got this, did wonders for them. They get so many compliments when they go on dates. It's just like amazing. So this is a fragrance though. Yesterday, I'll give you some results. Over the last couple days, again, I must have met over 100 people. And at a conference, you're up close, you're meeting people, you're shaking hands, you're in tight. You gotta pick a fragrance, A, that you know is gonna be smelled and that other people are gonna appreciate, but it's not gonna be overpowering, or too out there. You want something that is universally mass appealing. That's Uden, of course, which comes across at first as just kind of this fresh citrus, not citrus, but it does have lemon, lemon and grapefruit at the top. But you also want a fragrance you know is gonna last all day. I knew I was gonna be out of my house for, again, over 12 hours. So the first day at the conference, I wore Cologne from Parfums de Marly, another great choice, great fragrance, almost for me as good as Uden. The next day, Friday, the final day, I wore Uden, and it was a huge hit. No lie, I got approximately, roughly 10 compliments or questions like, what are you wearing, out of the probably roughly 100 people I met. That's about a 10% conversion rate. If you look at sales leads, 10% roughly of the people that I met over the last couple days commented about this fragrance all throughout the day. I put it on in the morning, I went out, and it did the job. This made an impression. I knew more than me giving my card, giving my LinkedIn, that this would make people remember me and they'd leave the conference, and that's what I wanted. And when you're gonna make an impression, job interview, first date, party, networking event, this, hands down to me, is the best fragrance you could wear. It is gonna be well-liked by everybody. And even almost 15 hours later last night, we went to dinner late after the conference. There was an after party, then we went to dinner. This still got me a compliment at 10 o'clock at night. So again, I'm not looking for compliments, but what I am looking for is people to remember me. And if they smell it and they make a comment to you about it, that is gonna stick in their brain. And for me, at an event like this, where I was trying to network, make connections, look for potential investors, look for all kinds of ideas for this app that I'm working on, this absolutely home run perfume for me did the job. I could not have asked for more. So there you have it, guys. If you don't own it, get it. This is a blind buy. You know I almost never say blind buy. This is a blind buy. It's that good. It's gonna work for you. It's gonna make an impression. You're gonna be remembered. It's the best for me of any fragrance I've ever worn for making an impression. I'll be back soon, as always, with another video. Thank you, as always, for watching. Thank you for your support. Peace, love, and perfume.